Hello and welcome to Paul Outdoors. You join me on a beautiful day in a small local woodland where I will be enjoying the sights, sounds and smells aided and abetted by the obligatory brew, maybe two. To achieve this I will construct a mini Dakota fire hole next to the site of a previous attempt that I shared in a previous video. The holes will be much smaller this time to enable me to sit this grill and Crusader cup on top. So here are the completed holes. They took about 5 minutes to dig, and as you can see, much smaller than in the previous video. The nearest hole is the air inlet, is positioned facing into the wind and sloping towards the fuel and fire chamber, with the metal grill sitting on top of the fire chamber once it's loaded with fuel and lit. As this is an underground fire, the fire is supplied with oxygen via the air inlet hole. This protected fire burns a lot hotter. Kindling and fuel for the fire has been collected, with fuel wood placed into the fire pit on its ends, then top lit to achieve a top down burn, as with a wood gas stove. Initially there will be a lot of smoke, but this will diminish as the fire burns down. But the fire will smoke every time you add fuel. To keep smoke to a minimum, as this is a boiling water and cooking fire, it is advisable to estimate the amount of fuel you'll need for the task at hand, and therefore the size of the holes that you need to dig, to minimise adding extra fuel and generating more smoke. Of course you can add fuel as often as you like, but this will mean increased smoke and decrease the stealthiness of this method. Fuel can be added on top of the existing fire or via the air inlet hole. As the fire is underground and protected, it will burn faster and hotter, consuming the fuel quicker than a normal fire. The intensity of the fire can be slowed down by reducing the size of the air inlet hole and therefore the amount of oxygen getting to the fire. Conversely, the intensity can be increased by blowing into the hole or making the hole larger. Water is boiling, and time for some nettle tea. Just add the nettles to the hot water and let it steep. We have beautiful bluebells covered in busy, buzzy bees that smell every bit as good as they look. The bluebells, that is. Sit back in the hammock, enjoy my nettle tea and the beauty of this day. How could you not enjoy this? The fire is dying down nicely. And time to return the area to the way that I found it. When I return to this spot, I can re-excavate the holes and use them again.